pleasantly surprised to see me in something other than jeans.
Yeah.
They're like, you look so different. Where are your jeans? It's like they're other
I just roll them up real hard. Or you're like a never nude from. Have you seen Arrested Development?
I think I've seen episodes, but
okay. The awkward brother, where he wears glasses, like
don't remember.
Job's brother. He's a never nude. He wears jorts underneath everything. You never it's part of his identity.
Huh?
He's never naked. He always has jorts.
Always has jorts on.
He's never naked.
That
Never
sounds like
nude.
fun.
You should watch Arrested Development if you need something to watch.
Is that the one with? That's where what's his face started, right?
Michael Cera's there.
You talking about Childish Gambino?
No, that's
No, Childish Gambino's in
Community.
Community, yeah.
Okay.
Isn't Chris
Pratt?
Yeah.
That's Parks and Rec, right?
Parks. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But Michael Cera and
We're just getting all the names wrong.
Okay, Community is kind of crazy, but
it's funny too.
Community's funny. Community's funny until Donald Glover leaves the show.
Yeah.
And then it's not as funny.
Where do you watch it at?
I think we watched it on Netflix.
And
Yeah.
I think it's
Hulu?
off Netflix now. I think it's only on Hulu.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll think of my All Dogs Go to Hell.
Oh, whoa.
Spoiler.
All Dogs
I'll
Go to
send him there myself.
I've got you in my sights. Because I don't really know. All right. This button, then this button leads to. Did I not put the podcast in the?
I don't know. I never checked. It's my secret captain.
I didn't. I'm moving them right now. I don't know how that happened, but we're here now. Okay, they're there. I honestly wasn't sure if we were going to watch this movie at all.
Why?
I don't know. Like, just the timing of it coming out and our being on a trip.
Right.
I thought we were talking about, like, the animated stuff.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to skip this.
Godzilla?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were referring to Dogs Go to All Dogs really quick.
I mean, but timing-wise, Godzilla only came out a week ago from this weekend that we're talking right now.
Yeah.
So it's not that out of topic or timing.
True. Do you have your stats up?
Almost. Yes, I'm writing the one for our next movie, so we're good.
You're the one that saw this movie first.
Yeah. I saw it because I had 3 days off. So
Nice.
I was like, might as well just get it.
Oh, so you saw it last week or something?
I saw it
I think you texted me on,
last
like,
Monday or
Monday?
Tuesday.
Oh,
Monday,
yeah.
Tuesday.
Earlier this week then. Okay.
Yeah, I saw it because we had plans on it, and I was like, I don't want to see it after work, so I'd rather just go and pay matinee prices, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
that's what I
then-
did too.
And then don't worry about it. Don't stress about it.
No, I don't think you need to watch this in theaters.
I agree.
I don't think you need to watch this at all.
I don't think
Oh,
so
I mean
either.
that too.
Yeah.
My
this
brother
is-
was asking, you can skip it.
You could have skipped the last one too.
I don't
but
know about that.
You definitely
Skipping
could
it
have.
overall?
The
Kong,
last one?
Yeah,
Kong,
you definitely
Godzilla
coulda-
versus Kong? I don't think you need
coulda
to
s-
skip. I mean, you could skip all of them if you really want to be that way.
Yeah.
But, like, I'd
skip this movie, and maybe not the last one. I think that was.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
He's the one that disagrees with me.
I like the Ghidorah Rodan stuff in theaters, but the Godzilla and Kong stuff is just.
Are you just talking specifically in theaters?
in theaters? Yeah, you can
Oh.
skip it in theaters. Like you
I
don't
think
have
you
to-
could just skip this movie altogether.
I agree. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you sent me that video, the meme or
Yeah.
whatever. Did you just send me a picture of your trash can?
Yeah, that was it.
It wasn't even a meme. It was just a picture of your trash can.
With
and then-
Kong or what? Like,
No,
what-
it says trash on it.
Yeah, it just says
Trash.
trash. Yeah.
Trash.
and then like partway into the movie, I was just like, trash. I was not thrilled about watching. I don't know, like in the theaters, or you could have talked me into watching this movie, and I would have been okay with it.
Mhm.
But then once I started watching it, I was just like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, I'm
I wanted to walk
I brought my
out.
dad and like, oh, I'm sorry.
And the movie wasn't even that long of a movie.
No, under
Yeah.
2 hours.
And it still just felt like so long.
Took
like-
so long to get to the good stuff.
There was no good stuff.
Some good stuff. Like
There was very brief, enjoyable parts.
yeah, and then it was disappointing right after.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I
Dang,
don't
it's crazy. We're all on the same page.
I don't
Oh.
I don't think it's too controversial to be on the same page for this movie.
This one especially not. Like that was.
I don't know. Godzilla fans are like loving it right now for the most
I don't know why.
I don't know why, especially when we had -1 less than 6 months ago.
Maybe that's
yeah.
why. Maybe they're still coming off the high of that.
Yeah.
I am at least.
I -1 just if -1 didn't come out, I might have enjoyed this a little bit more, but after getting that movie, it's hard to enjoy.
Even after watching Kong versus Godzilla, the previous movie,
Yeah.
like this is disappointing.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't know you could go lower than Godzilla and Kong, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Before we actually start talking about the movie, there were some trailers released that I had no idea about.
Oh yeah,
Borderlands thoughts, Albert?
I didn't see the trailer on my viewing yesterday when I watched Kong and Godzilla, but I have seen the trailer, and the actors matching the characters don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
The actors they chose, and the vibe of the movie feels too serious.
Huh.
Serious?
Too
I thought
serious.
it seemed too
Too Marvel-ish.
I thought it seemed like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians
and
or
the
Thor,
Borderlands.
yeah.
Like it,
Guardians of the Borderlands.
like it's. I don't know. It feels like goofier. It should have been goofier. I don't know. At least the trailer.
I felt like they were trying to be goofy in the trailer,
Yeah.
and it just wasn't working.
That's what I'm saying. It feels too serious.
I get you.
Mm.
And then the other one, the dumbest title I ever heard of, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh, you barely saw that trailer?
I just barely saw it.
I haven't
yeah.
seen the trailer.
I'm excited for it. My uncle's like, "There's a new Planet of the Apes movie." I was like, then when we see -1, we saw this,
Okay.
and I was like, "Yeah, have you seen ones before this?" He goes, "All those old ones." I said, "No, the trilogy before
Yeah.
the one that leads into
Like
this
in the
one."
past 15 years.
And he goes, "Oh, there's a trilogy out." And I'm like,
You've been under a
yeah.
rock, buddy.
I can say I'm a little excited. It looked pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I just hate the title. Like, just
It
call it
did-
the Kingdom of the Apes.
Yeah, they gotta do the Planet of the Apes somewhere in there, so
Yeah.
it makes it long and almost
Makes no
repetitive.
sense.
Yeah,
The Kingdom
Obnoxious.
of the Planet of the Apes
yeah,
instead of just the Kingdom of the Apes.
yeah.
Other trailers I saw were another Bad Boys movie,
Didn't see that.
I didn't see that one.
and then Twisters.
Oh yeah,
I
that
saw
one
that
looked
one.
okay.
The previous movie that we seen in theaters, watching the Twisters theaters makes Twisters trailers
Uh-huh.
makes me want to watch the original.
I want to
Yeah.
watch the original. Yeah,
Haven't seen it.
We should watch the original for the podcast. I have multiple times.
I want to see it because when did it come out? The 90s?
I think 90s.
Yeah, so the CGI would be. It's gonna be interesting to see like
The
the
difference.
difference in the movies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
From the trailers, look pretty good.
Yeah, it looks intense. It's maybe an IMAX worthy movie. Maybe.
Maybe. I
Maybe.
think depending on sound design,
Yeah.
that's where I would watch it for.
Yeah.
And then Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
Nicole
didn't know
wants to see
that.
that too. You didn't see Beetlejuice?
No.
That's the title of the movie.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
And then the sequel after that will be Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
It better be right.
Nicole wants to see that one and Borderlands. So even if I didn't want to see them, I still got to go see them.
I'm gonna watch
I'm
Borderlands
nervous.
just because it's just another opportunity for gaming movies.
That's
But,
what
um,
I'm nervous about.
But I'm going into it with the lowest expectations.
As long as it doesn't give me a headache, I'll be happy.
They have a first-person mode, just like in the Doom movie.
I
Wait,
remember
what?
that
There's a Doom movie, I
with
think,
with
in the early
Dwayne
2000s.
the Rock Johnson.
And then
Dune?
Doom.
Doom.
Oh, Doom.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
And then there's like at the end there's like a scene
like
where
a
he
2-minute scene
where
where it's
he-
first person.
Interesting.
Yes.
it's kind of
Lame.
lame.
It's kind of
Yeah.
lame.
Yeah.
The CGI is not great in that.
They definitely made it tried to make it seem like the actual video game in the movie.
Oh,
And it
100%
Yeah.
trying to like hype the audience up, but if I remember, the CGI is not great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Borderlands though. It did make me want to play Borderlands.
it does. It makes me want to play Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
Is that one the better one?
It's the most nostalgic for me.
Okay.
One was kind of lame. Well,
The
I mean, it wasn't lame until the end where it was lame.
Yeah.
And then 2, I haven't played through. And then 3,
The mechanics are mostly built out in 2 more than 1.
Okay.
and then 3, like we were playing, and then we stopped.
Yeah. We just gotta play it.
Yeah.
There's a Fallout show coming out too. Fallout
I
show's
saw that,
coming
yeah.
out in
Yeah,
4
that
days.
one looks good.
Nicole's excited for that too.
Yeah.
She likes all the good games.
All right. Should we do our drinks first?
I mean, we already tried cherry Coke, so we don't have to. I just brought it.
Oh, okay. We can just try one of them
And then there's Pepsi.
Let's do
I almost said Pepsi Coke.
I mean, I've tried cherry flavor of everything now, so we can do the Pepsi,
All right,
Okay.
which, in my opinion, is the best
Pepsi.
cherry version of a drink.
We'll find out.
Mm.
Nice.
That was okay.
That was just okay.
That was okay.
You didn't get the crack from the.
No.
The
All right.
cap.
While he's pouring, I'm gonna go over the details really quick.
Oh, right.
It's directed by Adam Wingard. The tagline is "Bow to your new king."
Yeah.
I didn't bow to anyone. I might have fell asleep, but budget of $135 million. Released March 29th, 2024. A runtime of 1 hour and 55 minutes. Rated PG-13. Box office worldwide of just under $227 million.
It's doing all right.
It's doing all right
pretty
somehow. It's in theaters currently, and yeah, we're gonna do our drink and then we'll get on to our solid sip. I will say, the only
Congratulations.
the only good thing about this this movie is just the enjoyment from the kids. You know, there's a lot of kids in my theater. They're all excited at the end. I wish they'd get excited for a better movie, but you know,
They're also kids.
They're also kids.
So
so cheers. Cheers to them.
yeah, I think Pepsi, cherry Pepsi was the one that I liked better. I think so, based on the taste.
Yeah.
It's good.
I think cherry Pepsi is really good. I also like vanilla products of sodas.
I like vanilla more than cherry.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't tasted vanilla in a while. I don't really drink soda except for the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3. It's decent. It's good.
It's a 4 for me.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 4.
Nice.
All right. And now we
Thank
go to our So That's It. A 6-word summary of whatever this was.
Whatever.
Go ahead, Albert.
I've got Kong should have told the plot.
Dog should have told the plot. In sign language?
Yeah. Like, or in his acting. Like, why did they have to
Exposition dump and
just-
everything?
Yeah, when they're literally showing us the stuff happening at the same time.
Yeah.
The exposition dump all the time
Yeah.
at the same time as the monsters tell the story.
Yeah.
I don't know why they gotta show and tell and just waste time.
I don't
don't-
either. I don't know.
This one, like, whenever the monsters were on screen, it just felt like it was so silent all the time. There's so much dead space when the monsters were around.
Which is weird.
Considering,
Because it should be hype.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was kind of disappointing. It was a letdown.
Did you have any good fights that you enjoyed in this one? Like,
No, not really.
no?
Which is sad because the fighting should be awesome, and then when there's fighting for certain monsters, it's so disappointing
Yeah. All right.
and ridiculous. I don't know why we need wrestling moves in this movie.
Oh, the
Yeah.
okay.
The
It was
suplex.
funny,
It was funny.
but like,
I feel like in that moment they were really trying to like emulate the drop kick or something
but
like
it
that.
takes me so far out of the movie.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit in this universe.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't understand how Godzilla doesn't crack his spines doing that.
I don't
but
care about
whatever.
that. But at the same time, I'm just like, my disbelief is there now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to watch
Yeah.
this movie and like enjoy it, and then they're doing a wrestling move.
Yeah.
It was funny.
You suplexed him, and I was just like, I need to get out of this theater.
I can't take this seriously anymore.
You're like, can you suplex me right now over this chair? Get me out of here. In the stretcher, it doesn't matter how.
That was so bad. Yeah, I forgot about that
How do you forget about that?
because the movie is just so bad. I didn't want to think about the
It's
suplex.
the only thing I think about right now is a suplex off an Egyptian pyramid.
He's going on the Egyptian pyramid. Oh, he's gonna hit him with a superplex.
RKO.
Godzilla hit him with the RKO out of nowhere.
Like, my theater laughed, but I'm like, why?
Yeah.
I feel like I don't think my theater reacted to that moment. To be honest with you,
I mean, if you had mostly kids, maybe not. They didn't recognize it as a wrestling move.
wrestling move.
Yeah.
Mine is trash movie builds to trash fight. Like
Yeah.
I've said it this whole time when we've watched the MonsterVerse movies. I'm just in it for the fights, and they were so bad. Outside of the suplex,
Yeah.
like the first fight with the Scar King was kind of lame in my opinion, and then he just calls Shimu and she freezes Kong's arm, and that was the end of it.
Spoilers.
Yeah, and then the final fight was just not fun at all.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, I won't.
I just needed some explanations and we never got any.
Like what?
We can talk about it later.
Okay. Yeah.
Do yours.
All right. Here's my salad sip. Big dumb fart with retardium chunks.
I don't think you can say that.
I just did. A fart is spelled F and then HART.
Okay.
They try to squeeze a little bit of heart with what's her name?
You mean art?
Fart.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna. Yeah. You could have
With,
just didn't. You could have
Gia
just
or
tried
whatever.
hard.
Yeah, they try to squeeze some heart in there, but it
Yeah.
didn't work.
They tried really hard.
They tried. Yeah. They also tried to make you feel bad for Shimu. They're like, "Oh, she's a prisoner. She's a slave." I was like, "You could have kept going. Like, oh, she's pregnant. Oh, she has 11 toes. Like, I was
You
like,
just wouldn't have cared.
I was like, I don't care. Like,
Probably the most like underhyped thing ever.
yeah.
Just in general, not even monster. Like
It's Scar King wasn't even that like threatening. Like,
he just had.
he had a
long
whip,
arms.
and then he had a stronger monster. Like,
He looks evil.
yeah, he looks evil. When the trailer first popped up and he's sitting on his throne and the Godzilla and Kong skull like kind of like they zoom out, and I was like,
Yeah.
that seems interesting right there. But
Yes.
then like his eyes are glowing. I'm like,
Yeah. The concept of that.
he's gonna have some type of power that is gonna like negate Godzilla's atomic radiation like beam or something. And he's gonna be like either faster than Kong or he's gonna be longer than Kong or whatever. But he's just a red monkey, and I was like,
And he's fast.
That's lame. And he's not even like faster than like it's not even like that big of a difference to like
right.
make Kong like useless.
I feel like the only reason why he beat Kong in the first place was because it was like Kong was already in a weakened state in
Yeah.
general.
And he's old.
He's older.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, like
He's fight like 3 other monkeys before that, and
yeah, and then he just calls Shimu, and
yeah,
that's that.
Yeah.
Because in the final fight, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to spoil too much more. Okay, let's go ahead and rate it then. Out of, I don't know, 10 gravity crystals.
Oh boy, yeah. Out of 10 big small knives. Oh no. Out of 10 little orange monkeys.
Out of 10 undiscovered monkeys.
Out of 10 undiscovered portal rifts to the sub Earth.
I feel like they went through the same hole and just went into different locations. Like
They just stopped
picked-
halfway.
Yeah. They went through the same hole, and then like one led to Egypt, and then the next time they went through it, it went to Brazil or whatever. Rio.
Yeah.
You just gotta think.
No, there were 2 holes there, and
The-
each one went to Brazil.
What
other
the
one
first
went
time
to
they said diagonally. The second time said diagonally.
Yep, you're right.
There we go.
Okay. Out of 10 rift portal things, what would you rate this movie?
I feel I'm being generous with a 4.
I agree. It's a 2.
Okay.
I wasn't give it a 4. I don't think you need to watch
Better
this.
than Eternals?
Better than Eternals? Yeah, it's better than Eternals.
You're lying.
It's way better than Eternals. Yeah, it's better.
Way
than
way better is crazy.
Not
Yeah.
way better.
Well, I mean,
Way better is crazy. I don't
Negative
think
1 times 5 is -5. So I mean, it doesn't. You can't. It doesn't
way
work.
better. I don't agree with that. I
Yeah.
don't-
Okay, 2. I'm moving it.
I
2.
think it's
I feel
basically the Eternals.
Okay, 3. Sorry, 3.
You're fine.
There's CGI. I feel that is commendable in places, better than Eternals. But I think that's it.
The only thing why it's better than Eternals is because it's kaiju and it's recognizable kaiju, and some of the fights are okay, like the first
What are you
fight
talking
with the
about?
crab.
The Eternals had Superman in it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, but
He's recognizable.
yeah, yeah,
That's it.
that's it.
Salma Hayek.
10.
Everything
Yeah.
was covered.
Sex scene.
10.
Awkward sex scene, I should say.
1.
What? Okay, I guess yeah. Kaiju makes it good movie.
It makes it. It makes it
movie.
better. It makes
Yeah.
it better. It doesn't make it good. If I had a choice between Eternals and Godzilla X Kong, I would
New
watch
Empire?
this. The
The
Frozen Empire.
Frozen Empire.
Just kidding.
That's Ghostbusters.
That's Ghostbusters.
I don't know what it's called.
It should have been called Frozen Empire.
It's,
I mean, that's what is the Ghostbusters movie. Is Frozen Empire.
I
It
don't
should.
know.
It should have been called Frozen Weekend.
What is this one called? Is it called the New
The
Empire?
New Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't even understand why it's called that.
It's
The Empire.
a
of the
reference to
apes.
one point in the plot, and that's it.
1 second of a point in the plot.
Should have been called.
in the exposition.
Should have been called Kong with some Godzilla, the Cavern of the Apes.
Cavern. Sub cavern of
Sub cavern. Sub cavern of the apes.
Yeah.
Kingdom of the sub cavern apes.
Kingdom of the Great Apes. Kingdom of the Sub-Cavern Great
That's
Apes.
so weird.
Okay. So 3, 2, and 4.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead. I didn't even bother looking up any trivia for this movie. I was just trying to get that line done.
Thanks.
The characters. You have Giant Lizard playing Godzilla, Great Ape playing Kong, Long-Armed Orangutan playing the Scar King,
Yeah.
Frozen Dino playing Shimu, Rebecca Hall playing Eileen Andrews, Brian Tyree Henry playing Bernie Hayes, Dan Stevens playing Chapel,
Kappa.
the most annoying person in the movie. Kaylee Hoddle playing Aegea. And then I just...
That was it.
that was
Yeah,
it. That's all
that
that matters.
matters.
For whatever reason, the... what are the people called? The Kiwis?
Iwi?
Iwi.
Kiwi. That's the fruit.
The Iwi leader lady decided to get in the ship with them for whatever reason.
I don't know.
But I didn't put her in the movie.
No.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about this. Good, bad, and Well,
Mostly the bad.
mostly the bad.
Mostly bad.
But what good was there?
I enjoyed the first fight with the crab.
Mhm.
I thought like the big old explosion was dumb, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be really really dumb. But that fight was fun. But I don't know. The rest of the other fights seemed like they cut away a lot, like they did in the 2014 one when they
Mhm.
were fighting the radiation underwater dragon thing.
Yeah.
What was his name?
TMU.
Yeah.
TMU.
Oh, this
Team-
movie?
Yeah.
Tiamat.
Tiamat.
Yeah, Tiamat.
Tiamat.
Yeah. It's
So-
another. It's an other that kaiju's in other mythological stories.
Stories.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I was really disappointed with that.
Yeah. Is that like a mythical dragon of some sort that lives in the water?
Not
Or-
always,
no?
but in at least for Godzilla, it's an underwater one. But it's supposed to be. I mean, what else? What other content is Tiamat in?
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy.
Final
Yeah.
Fantasy. How is it in that? Is it like a slender dragon, or does it have wings in that one?
I honestly don't remember. I think it's different in every game.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah.
But yeah, it's a god dragon in other mythological stories.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Looks pretty at least.
Right, for 10 seconds.
Yeah. The fight with the wolf, like skeleton wolf things at the beginning, and
for
Kong,
Kong.
uses tools, which
And traps.
that's kind of cool. Like he can use tools, and he sets up, and he's smart and everything.
Yep.
And then you get that he like cracks a big old wolf egg over his head.
Yeah.
I was like,
Intimidation.
okay.
I mean, it makes sense.
It
I mean,
makes-
but it's also not the first time we've seen that.
Yeah. Yeah. We see Kong bathe again for like the second time.
Yeah.
It's just like how many bathing scenes do we need with Kong in every Kong movie, I guess?
Love it every time.
Like, they're trying to humanize him, right?
Yeah, they're definitely trying to humanize him, yeah. Yeah.
And I feel they fail throughout this whole movie to humanize Kong because we mostly care about Kong. They
Yeah.
fail to have us care about the human characters.
Yeah.
They couldn't do it in the previous movie.
No, they haven't done it except for 2014. I think you care about some of those characters.
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston mainly and his wife,
Yeah.
but maybe Elizabeth Olsen and Aaron Taylor, but other than that,
But yeah, by the time they get to this movie, it's too late.
Yeah.
If they couldn't do before, they're not gonna do. They can't do
Yeah.
anything anymore.
Yeah.
Unless they change a lot about the characters themselves.
yeah, unless you do a soft reboot using the next movie. I don't
Mhm.
know. Soft reboot, introduce baby Godzilla and then continue on with Godzilla Jr.
Yeah.
and make it
Boy.
more serious as opposed to dumb and goofy.
Yeah. It'd be a big change in tone.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing next. I honestly, like I said, I didn't want to see this movie. I don't care. I think maybe that's why my score is higher than yours, is because I already knew it was going to be a disappointment. So my
I know it was gonna be a
expectations are-
disappointment. I'm not gonna raise it up in score because it was still a disappointment.
Yeah.
yeah. Let's see what else is good. I like the song that Kiss song. What's it called?
When they play it for Trapper?
Yeah, I like that song. It was a very poorly timed song. Like it didn't belong in that scene.
My theater
but,
laughed.
but I love that song. So
Yeah. When he's doing the dentist stuff?
that was a different song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a
When
different
he's
song.
doing the arm stuff.
I think when he's doing the arm stuff. Yeah. I was made for loving you.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
That
a good song.
it's so like that. His character is just so annoying to me.
Yeah, I didn't see the point of his character. Honestly,
Other than to give give Kong a new tooth.
Like, he's the tech guy, but he's also the second comedic relief.
yeah, we didn't need a second one.
I guess I did enjoy their like little bromance
Yeah,
A little bit.
a little bit. There were some funny parts.
Right.
that was very brief parts.
But he
there.
was more comedic relief than tech guy.
Are you talking about the podcast guy?
No, Trapper.
Oh, wait, who's the tech guy?
You're saying Trapper was
Trapper is tech guy because he's fixing stuff and
Oh, I thought
bringing
you,
it-
I
bringing
thought you
in
said he was
glove.
funnier than tech guy. I was confused for a second.
No, he's funnier than Bernie, I think.
Okay, yeah.
I honestly don't understand the whole point of Bernie in this movie.
He's supposed to be the contrarian and comedic relief.
I feel like he didn't really have a lot of lines.
He had a lot of throwaway lines.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah.
it's forgettable.
Yeah.
Honestly, like all the human stuff to me, I just didn't pay attention to.
Yeah, and they tried so hard to push it
That-
because it takes up like half the movie.
Yeah. I didn't care for the humans in the last movie. The villains sucked. At least Mechagodzilla was threatening in the last one.
Mm-hmm.
He's ugly, but he was threatening. I don't know. This the way they've been going with these, and not throwing away their monsters, but I think they should have definitely planned it out differently, as opposed to
Yeah.
killing off Ghidorah in the second one, which is Godzilla's like biggest enemy. I think they just should have saved him for probably a Godzilla versus Kong movie, and they probably should have just stuck with Mothra, Rodan, or something like that for the second one. But it's already too late. Mechagodzilla was in a Kong versus Godzilla movie. I think that was disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you have Godzilla as your main like title,
And then
And
he's
Kong,
barely in the movie.
and he's barely in it, and the only thing he does is get powered up like a couple times
And sleep.
and sleep. And I was like, okay,
in the Coliseum. Though.
yeah. Nicole thought that was cute.
I mean, they mean it to be cute.
Yeah, even though everyone would be terrified if there was a 300-foot lizard sleeping in your city.
Yeah.
There'd be no one
Yeah.
in there.
Just leaking radiation.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're talking about radiation so often in this movie, and it just doesn't seem to apply to people.
Right.
Yeah. It's weird because he goes to the power plant, right? And they're like, "Oh, the radiation levels are like spiking," and he absorbs it, but like he's still leaking it. So I don't understand. Like his
It's just
footsteps are
contained in his
still
body and
I
slowly.
guess.
I don't know.
tiny farts, radiation farts, or something. I don't know.
And what I wanted explanation on, other than info dump, was how does Scar King end up getting control over Shimu?
There's a graphic novel that's I know, like I
There's-
know.
like
yeah.
I know.
I mean that's cool, but then show us that. Like
Yeah.
show me more than why Shimu's in the sub Earth with Scar King.
The way that Legendary does graphic novels before all their movies is very annoying because I have some of them, but I don't have this newest one.
Mm.
And the one that I have, or two I have, I think, one is about like a King Muto like creature,
Mm-hmm.
and it explains like the origin of, I forgot which movie, but it's like prehistoric time of Godzilla, and like that's kind of cool. But I'm not gonna go out and buy graphic novels if your movies are gonna suck. Like,
Yeah, like show me maybe the 2 or 3 minute scenes of Scar King getting control of Shimu rather than the humans telling me that.
yeah,
At the same time as they're already inserting scenes of Kong ready to fight Shimu.
mm,
Like, come on.
yeah, yeah. The whole prophecy stuff, like with the girl from Skull Island coming to revive Mothra, like,
Such a stretch.
yeah, I don't know why they needed Mothra back in this movie. Like,
So that she could calm Godzilla down and be like, "Hey, look,
Yeah.
you guys are bros."
Yeah.
so dumb.
It was very dumb because
Yeah.
I thought they left on good terms, and then the whole time they were just talking about like, "Oh, if they cross over into the other's territory,"
Godzilla's still territorial.
and then as soon as like Kong is on top of on actual Earth,
Yeah,
not Hollow Earth, actual Earth,
yeah,
upstairs Earth, he's like trying to get Godzilla to be like cool, and he's like, look at the hole, and then he just, oh no. Yeah, it was so dumb.
yeah. Yeah, I think the robotic arm was dumb too. Like, I think what they should have done, and this is a kids' movie, so probably would not have. I think that either Scar King or Shimu or a combination of both actually like take off his arm, and he has to learn how to fight with his other 3 hands that he has. Not like he has actual hands for feet. Like he's a monkey. Like
Yeah.
he could have been a lot more. He could have had a different fighting style as a monkey
Mm-hmm.
with 3 hands. You fight a monkey with 3 hands as a human, and he's gonna mess you up. Like
Still.
it's still gonna. He's still like it could have been so much different. I think you can take out Trapper, you can take out the robotic arm because you won't need him at that point. So take out that, and then you take out Shimu, and you make Scar King an actual threat with some type of power that nullifies Godzilla, because that's all really Kong needs is to nullify Godzilla's radiation, and he's stronger than Godzilla. So you make a combination of Godzilla and Kong as a monster to fight Godzilla and Kong.
Yeah, that would have been a better adversary.
Yeah. It would have been interesting.
I don't think you need to take Shimu out. I just think that like it was just a wasted.
It's a wasted monster.
Monster because like as soon as they break the crystal, it's just
Yeah, he's so useless. He's just like
what bothers me about the movie is like they build Scar King up to be like this really dark and evil creature, and then we see it, but then he leaves all his henchmen back on Hollow Earth,
sub Earth.
sub Earth.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like he just leaves them all there. When they go to the top land, like it just becomes basically a 4-on-2 fight.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're like, this is what bothers me about the WWE sometimes too. Is like when the good guys are the ones that have the numbers advantage, and like they're basically on.
Yeah.
It's just not fair. Like
Yeah.
and then like they what they did was like Scar King is just opposite of Kong, and Shimu's supposed to be opposite of Godzilla. And
Yeah.
so then they're equal in power, but because the good guys have the numbers advantage, it's just
Mothra.
like
Yeah.
it's just so unfair. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I guess technically like he left them on Hollow Earth because I forgot Mothra was shooting them with her webs
Yeah.
while they were all floating in subspace. So
Anti-gravitational, zero gravity space.
yeah, zero
Yeah.
gravity space, which was kind of fun to watch. I guess
It was fun
No.
to watch.
No.
I
but
felt like it was more
too
fun than
goofy.
watching the crab explode. That wasn't a fun fight either.
I liked it.
It was literally like the shortest fight of the
It
movie.
felt too goofy for me. I mean, for me, it was Tiamat's fight. It was too short for me.
That was way too short. You didn't even see
There wasn't a fight.
anything.
Yeah, it just one beam, and then that was it.
And then chunks.
They did that the whole movie though, which was another thing that was bothering me. Now that you brought that up too, is
Yeah.
that like the first fight with the crab
short.
short, and then like the guts and stuff like
Yeah.
explode, and then they cut to Kong, and Kong's fighting those dog things, and he pulls the dog apart, and the
And
guts
then-
just drop on
yeah.
him, and then right before Godzilla fights Tiamat, Kong was fighting that other
Serpent thing.
thing, and
Yeah.
cuts its head off
And-
and tosses it.
Yeah. The other, you're focused on the monkey running away and not the actual Kong and serpent fight. Yeah.
But he fought a similar monster to Godzilla. Like it just seemed like they were constantly doing the same things, just on
just a different skin.
literally.
Yeah. The only thing is, it's not underwater because Kong can't swim. Like that'd have been cool to have like an underwater fight with Kong because he's at a disadvantage.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah.
Why hide it under the water?
Yeah.
Have cool looking CGI water, and then just hide it all. Come on.
They didn't even hide that one. It just like cuts
Or-
to him
yeah,
getting
exactly.
choked.
yeah.
He's just getting choked out, and then they cut to the little monkey guy, and
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't see him pull his axe out of his crack to cut that serpent thing.
Exactly.
I wanted to see it.
then yeah, with Godzilla, like it's the similar story where Godzilla gets wrapped up, and then they show the above scene with the water and Tiamat's body's cut in pieces, and
Yeah.
Right. You see the beam shoot out of the water, wide shot, super
Yep.
far away, and then you zoom in, you look at some water, and then some floating
they
pieces.
cut away from Godzilla's beam a lot in this movie, more than previous movies.
Yeah.
Like
And
the
it's-
pacing of it feels off because Godzilla's supposed to have some resting period between each beam, but then it feels so often, it feels like too much.
Yeah.
The charge up sound is really good. That's all I like about it.
That's it. Yeah.
Those are the
Doesn't
only
get
thing.
tiring. It was like sounds like. Ooh,
And then I don't even understand the whole purpose. Like they didn't. To me, maybe I missed it. They didn't explain like what about Tiamat's cavern was powering up Godzilla. Why he's pink now.
Well,
Maybe I missed it. But
they talk about the solar radiation and electromagnetism of the Earth coming from the sun as well. And Tiamat was pink just to represent a different energy source.
oh.
So was he the holder of the energy, or was he guarding like a cavern of energy, or was it like he could
that's-
draw from it? Or
Yeah,
something?
Tiamat draws from that energy.
Okay, so
And then that's why it is pink.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
then Godzilla is
Godzilla
pink too
absorbs it.
because Godzilla wants that energy, so it kills Tiamat.
yeah,
The cavern is just there to be able to rest there.
yeah.
And then I don't understand why Godzilla's so territorial sometimes, but not the entire time. Like, why are these monsters not just all dead by now?
Yeah.
Like, if he's
I
so
don't know.
territorial,
Yeah.
how are all these titans?
They
just-
hover over the Tiamat's territory, and then there's 5 other Titans around there, or
Yeah.
like all around the Arctic
Yeah,
Circle,
yeah.
and then Tiamat's in the middle.
Yeah, he's very picky. Very picky.
Hmm.
Like in King of the Monsters, he's not killing all the Titans. He's just making sure that everyone knows that they're beneath him.
Right.
Besides, like the people who challenge him, like Ghidorah. That's the only person that he really. So maybe that's the explanation, but it's not a very good explanation.
Mm-mm.
Because in Godzilla versus Kong, you get the like that bracket system where it shows like all the Titans they fought, and it seems like they're fighting a bunch of Titans, each of them, and so they should all be dead by now.
Well, and then on top of that is like, he already beat Kong,
Yeah,
and they already established that like
yeah.
Kong acknowledged that. So
Yeah.
then why is he attacking him again? Just because?
He's
Just because?
big
Just
dumb,
'cause.
big dumb lizard.
Just
Yeah.
cause.
Big dumb giant lizard.
Yeah,
Trish.
I'll bump my score down.
I was really hoping the final fight was going to be a lot better than it was, and it was
Yeah.
just so quick.
Yeah,
It was very disappointing.
I give it a Gemini Man score of a 3.
Still not Eternals yet. Maybe we can keep talking.
Oh.
Besides the crab fight, was there any other parts of the movie that you really enjoyed?
I think the Scar King fight with Kong was interesting because you just think it's like a decoration at some point, and it's a whip. I think he could have done a lot more with the whip, but at least it was somewhat creative.
It was interesting. I like the idea of that chain whip being a weapon in a giant monkey's hands. So-
Yeah, like that would have been cool. I don't know, see him use it, like the crystal also as like a spear, so he could like swing from the Hollow Earth area. Like it'd have been cool, like for him to be smarter with it. I don't know. Why? How are they trapped down in that?
Godzilla, whatever.
Yeah, in sub Earth.
But how did they get out?
Because
They
Kong,
followed Kong.
yeah,
So they just didn't know how
he
to
fell
get out.
through. Like, remember, like they said there was that like
Oh, so it just
undiscovered
it
area.
opened up.
Literally
Yeah.
underneath Kong's territory.
What caused that? What was that? Like,
Kong's own trap.
yeah the
oh,
trap.
the trap opened it.
Which for me is stupid. There's a sub Earth and there's sub Earth, and it's right underneath Kong's territory. It just blows my mind.
It's not sub Earth. It's
They say they call
above.
it no. They call it subterranean Earth.
but it might be actually up. I don't know. It's dumb.
They literally call it subterranean.
He's
Earth.
talking about like because of
direction.
how the directions.
Okay.
Because
He's just being dumb.
Because Earth is round. Yeah.
So
It's just more central Earth.
did they explain why there's sunlight? I think they did in another movie. Why there's sunlight in
I
Hollow
don't
Earth?
remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always thought Hollow Earth was kind of dumb.
Yeah,
I mean, it is, but
it is.
But I mean, you could have made it more interesting. But
Yes.
there's a whole new world with new titans
Under that one.
Under that,
Yes.
A whole new.
the next movie, Godzilla versus Kong, Whole New World, and it's just a musical. I'd see that movie before this movie.
Godzilla just breaks into song.
They just
You
realize
got a friend in
why are
me.
we fighting? And they just
So it's like Toy Story where they buddy up.
you create a romantic relationship with Godzilla.
Or
and
maybe
Kong.
they have their like Pokemon fight scene where it's just like they're singing that like brother, my brother, tell me what are we fighting for?
What?
No.
What is
And
this?
that's in the original movie,
Yes.
what?
the first Pokemon movie,
There's that song.
I don't remember that.
when they're all fighting
Yes.
at
They're
the
clones?
end. Yeah,
Yes.
I don't remember the
It makes
song.
you cry, Jesse.
I don't. I
It
mean,
really
I've seen the
does.
movie, but I don't remember the song.
I remember the song.
Dude, it's
So crazy.
We should bring up that clip later, John.
Good. We're doing Pokemon the first movie for Animation
I would
April.
be totally down.
Dude, I'm ready to cry.
It still gets me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what are they gonna do next?
I don't care. Godzilla -2 now.
If you had to say in the MonsterVerse, how would you have done it differently?
This
You-
movie or
Just the whole, because you were talking about you would have said Ghidorah till later.
Ghidorah would have been like the third movie or fourth movie, but so the first one you introduced him.
He was the third movie.
Yeah, no, his second movie. Well,
No,
I mean, Kong
He's third movie.
Skull Island, but I'm
Yeah.
talking about Godzilla movie wise. So you got Godzilla's solo movie with Muto, so original monster, perfectly fine. I think the second one, you introduce like the kaiju slowly awakening, and so Godzilla's fighting these kaiju,
Mhm.
and maybe you introduce Kong in that one briefly or somehow, and so you
allude to him.
set him up for like the next movie. But I mean, I guess they did that in Skull Island. I guess so, but I don't. You build it up more, and you make the third one just their movie, not Mechagodzilla, not another monster, and you actually get them to come to like an agreement or a partnership or something. But you give me a good fight that isn't introducing the third party that's gonna, I don't know, distract from it. And then the fourth one, you give Godzilla and Kong a Ghidorah to fight, like something really big, and it's actually like world-ending.
Yeah,
like
give them a reason to fight together.
yeah, give him a reason. Like he's not just destroying Earth; he's also destroying Hollow Earth with some massive storm or
So you would still
something.
keep in Hollow Earth.
I mean,
Maybe something that Kong cares about.
yeah,
Whether it's Hollow Earth
you
or
gotta
Skull Island.
introduce some threat to Kong because Kong's just gonna be sitting underneath, sipping his margarita underneath Hollow Earth. Like I don't really care. That lizard gets what he deserves.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, well, why is he going to care about Godzilla? Yeah.
He beat me up in the last movie. Give him a taste of his own medicine. Come on. I don't know.
If anything, I would add to that is don't use the same human characters each movie.
Yeah,
They don't.
mine is.
I mean, but they kind of continue with some of the characters.
Millie Bobby Brown is in 2 movies.
I get what you're saying, but
Right.
Yeah.
Like, don't carry over characters. Like, give me
Yeah.
new characters to
Every
almost care about or try to care about.
every movie they need to show a scene where Godzilla steps on those human characters. I need a specific scene, like when Kong like destroys a helicopter with that annoying lady, and that was like yes. Give me a scene like that where you destroy all the annoying human characters in one go, and then the audience can cheer. I don't know. I'm kind of joking with that one, but
I mean,
not
it's
really.
the same way they do in Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
Jurassic World.
But even Jurassic Park, they kill the
Ned.
Ned, and then they also kill the lawyer too, he's kind of annoying. And
Would you have them continue like the fights how they've been doing them, where there's just like big epic?
no
Or-
anti-gravity wrestling moves.
Would you rather them keep doing the fights how they've been doing them, or do you prefer how it looked in the original 2014 Godzilla?
I like that style where it's more grounded and they're not getting ridiculous, but I mean, I guess I can get old really fast, but if you don't have to power up Godzilla every single time, like it just seems like every movie Godzilla's either getting
Getting a
nuked by
power-up.
radiation or he's absorbing some energy from the center of the earth or hollow earth, or this one he's killing. Like I don't need a different color Godzilla for new toys. Like I'm not gonna buy the toys, so don't give me a new colored Godzilla every time. Yeah, I don't know. No, I mean, don't make him as goofy. Like -1 shows like you can care about the humans when Godzilla is an actual threat to your humans, and
Mm-hmm.
you're not making it like a joke. He's a 300-foot radioactive monster that could destroy a city in 5 minutes. Like that's a pretty good premise right there already.
Yep.
And the other monsters are also 300, 200 feet, and they can also, like Rodan, like just
Fire.
him sweeping through the city and everything's destroyed. Like that's good imagery right there to show like, hey, we shouldn't be joking about Godzilla sleeping in the Coliseum. We see what these things can do.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. It's too goofy. This felt like a Marvel movie to me, more than previous ones, but it just seems like it's too goofy now. I feel like with Borderlands it's gonna be like that, but maybe they're just putting that out.
Borderlands should be goofy. That's,
Yeah.
that's
It's
what
supposed
we're
to be.
Is it?
Yeah, no,
I don't know.
Borderlands is 100% supposed to be, but I'm wondering how they use humor to make it either match or mismatch the video games.
Mm. Jack Black's in there.
Yeah, as the robot, which I'm okay with. That might be the most closest thing I would get to liking the movie, depending on how they write Claptrap.
I don't. Does he doesn't even really sound like
No.
Claptrap. He sounds like Jack Black. Like
Yeah, which I'm okay with
yeah.
because the voice actor for that character and the video game director kind of have beef.
Oh really?
So I understand that he's not coming back for that.
As long as he sings Peaches, I'm fine. Like,
That'd be hilarious.
or
But
some reference to that.
maybe, but
Oh, look at this peach right here.
yeah, something. It's like, oh, what is this? And he's holding a peach or something.
I'm not a fan of that idea.
No, probably not. But
I'm
like,
not a fan of that.
I'm worried about the rest of the characters
Yeah.
because the characters are from the first game,
Yeah.
and they're missing some characters in there. So I'm wondering like what story they're gonna have.
Well, I mean, maybe they're not in the trailer, but
Yeah, maybe.
bam, they're
I mean,
right
but they
there.
show the classic wide shot of the characters walking toward camera or
Yeah.
toward something.
But did you see when Godzilla and Kong are together in the trailer? Did you see the trailer in theaters one
Yeah.
time? Mothra wasn't there, so they can just.
Yeah, they can. see 'em out.
Sandman was fighting, or Lizard got kicked by an invisible Spider-Man. Like they hide stuff in
Right.
trailers.
And that's
So
that's meant to be as a cool
yeah,
like hype up thing you watch in the movie, but like it's characters you would expect to be in a trailer
yeah.
versus as a surprise character.
Yeah, I agree. Speaking about Spider-Man Mondays.
So, it's so goofy seeing Godzilla run.
Yeah.
What, in this one?
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
me, it
the
was
way he's like.
for me it was goofy. Godzilla hopped off a cliff into
Oh.
a dive.
How did they were so far away? Like, I thought they were like 100 feet, 200 feet away.
I thought they were within eyesight of each other.
He just.
And then you see Godzilla literally jump off a cliff.
I'm like,
into
what
a
is
dive.
this?
And then he breaks all those bridges for no reason. Like, why is he going that way?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
You see Godzilla dive into water. That was
It's just so frustrating how like little he was in this movie too.
Yeah. Yeah. At the next movie, just do a Kong movie since you can't really do anything with Godzilla. Like, give Godzilla a break, do a Kong movie, then come back. The final movie.
Anything with Kong at this point would have to be in Hollow Earth or subterranean Earth.
I mean, they did say that they only discovered like 5% of it so
Yeah.
far.
Right.
Yeah.
But then that means, yeah, I feel like everything Kong cares about is above that now. And he can't go above because that's where Godzilla is.
He's gonna find another cavern with baby
More
Other-
monkeys.
other monkeys.
Other monkeys.
Like, yeah, like they trap themselves.
Yeah.
I don't anticipate seeing another movie. I don't think we will.
We're gonna get another one.
It's making money in its first 2 weeks.
We're gonna get another one. I don't want to see it unless it's a.
It's
Toho.
it's gonna be a big stretch for them to make another one.
If they
This
do,
one was a stretch.
Like
This one's
they
stretch.
have to fabricate some other reason Godzilla either can't be in it or Godzilla is going to fight
Space
again.
Godzilla.
no, they gotta do Destroyer.
They're going to do something from space now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Well, regardless of what they do, it has to be one or the other. It can't be both of them again.
Yeah.
a space alien that mimics Godzilla, and then they got to fight that thing together. Like,
And you got to kill one of them.
yeah,
And then the baby Kong,
or
the baby Kong,
incapacitate.
and a baby Godzilla.
That was the other thing that bothered me about the final fight was that because like Scar King had to use the crystal to control Shimu,
Yeah.
like he just handicapped himself.
Yeah.
So it was basically like
Yeah.
just
a 4v1.
4v1, yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about the other monkey.
Yeah, that's what John was counting.
Yeah,
as the fourth.
fourth. Yeah. 3.5.
Yeah.
And then
Like they try to make us care about that little orange monkey.
Oh,
Its parental figure gets
Yeah.
pushed off into the lava, but like I'm not caring about this guy
Best-
too much.
best part of the baby monkey is when Kong's using him as a weapon when he's swinging him around.
Yes.
That was so good.
My audience laughed at that. That was great.
That was good. Yeah. It's definitely sitting at a 3 right now. I don't plan on seeing it again.
Yeah.
I'll probably buy it for my kids in the future so they're like, oh, is there another one after this? Yeah. I don't remember whatever happened in it, but something happened in it. Here, you can just put it on and watch it. Big dumb monkey versus other monkey.
I thought when he got the axe from Kong, it was going to be more
Yeah.
useful than it was.
Yeah. Attach it to the whip or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if I think all the Titans survive off of some form of radiation. Like, he should have
Yeah.
went to some other site and powered up Shimu, and, like, it would have been,
Or something similar.
yeah, and, like, started freezing everything, and,
He did try to start the Ice Age again.
yeah. Yeah, that ended pretty quickly.
That was subtle.
Yeah.
All right. Jugs and plugs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a really
It was
disappointing
just
movie.
bad. Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
bad.
And it just sets a bad precedent for their next movie if they're going to make one. I don't know how they're going to
Did you
make
guys
a coherent story. Go ahead.
love Godzilla vs. Kong, the one before this? Or did you?
I
you were
didn't. I
okay
wouldn't
with
say
it?
love.
But you were okay with it.
Yeah, like I felt like it gave me what I wanted,
Yeah.
which was some good fights.
Yeah.
Right.
Better fights than this.
With the
Way better.
cool robot Godzilla. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even before then, like I thought the fights on the boat with Kong and
Yeah.
Godzilla was really good.
Yep.
The fight leading up to them revealing
Mecha
Mecha Godzilla was really good. Like
in the
seeing
city.
Godzilla and Kong fighting Neo looking Tokyo.
Right, and struggle a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think if they love Godzilla vs. Kong that they'll like this one, or if you didn't like the other one, you're not gonna like this one, or you just think
To
people
be
are,
honest with you, like I find it really hard to believe that this one is the second highest rated movie so far.
yeah,
I
When-
feel
When I was looking at the
Yeah.
the IMDb scores, like
Yeah.
this is at a 6.6. The highest is 6.7, and that's Skull Island.
yeah,
And then everything else is like 6.4, 6. Like
yeah,
this is like
like
if you like the other ones, you won't like this one.
I think the only people the reason people like this is if you're really turning off your brain and just
yeah. Some people can do
Watching.
that.
yeah.
But like even then,
like this movie really turning it off, like not caring about the story at all.
All right,
I didn't even care about the fights though. That's the thing.
Yeah, like that's all they care about is the little fights that you get, and not even thinking about the
I
fights.
don't care.
I know it's such a stretch
What
for
were
me.
you gonna say?
all right. Hypothetically speaking, I'm not
Okay.
gonna do this. If I give you $300 to watch either this or Pacific Rim, what are you watching?
Oh, that's a hard one.
That's. I know my answer.
Yeah.
I think I hate to say this.
Oh, I knew it.
I think it's Pacific Rim.
I knew it.
I'll take it.
Like,
That's a W for Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. Like, I'm still. It's a W for me because I'm getting $300. But like,
Hypothetically. That's why I said that. Let's put it on right now.
Like,
Go to the ATM right now. Okay.
with Pacific Rim, at least that's like something different.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have all the experience of like prequels that I do with this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
There's no Pacific Rim -1 to like ruin it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like this is by far the worst that they've done.
Do you think there's any way they can turn it around for you?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
There's just no way. Like,
They have to change so much about what they've set up.
Yeah. And at that point, it's
It's a different
it's a
movie.
reboot. Yeah.
It's a different, everything.
yeah.
they
So, Adam Wingard out as director.
never should direct a movie again.
What?
I feel like at this point, the director doesn't matter. It's all based on the producers and Hollywood wanting to make max money and.
I don't understand. Like in my mind, in my opinion, they were fine up until this movie because they were doing what I wanted, which was just giving me these fun monster fights. This one didn't give me that at all, so that's got to be something.
Yeah, the fights themselves are not fun.
Yeah.
That's got to
Like
be a director.
there's
thing.
very few and far between.
That's
Yeah.
got to be a director thing, then, right? Like you had opportunities,
I mean, but
and you cut away from.
there's so many
everything.
names in these Hollywood films. It's not just the director making decisions anymore.
AI Godzilla movies would do better.
Probably, if I tell the AI to include less humans or make the humans more like interesting.
I could always look past the human characters as long as I get a good fight.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
And-
it didn't do it for you.
And we get maybe one or two out of maybe a dozen.
All right, we're gonna put AI on the task to create the newest.
We should
Godzilla
we should
movie.
rank all the Godzilla fights from the Legendary series.
We'll
Have
have
to
to go
rewatch a
back
lot
and
of
watch.
clips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Because King of the Monsters just stands out for me still.
Mm-hmm.
That first fight with Ghidorah was
In the snow. Yeah.
so good.
In the Arctic or Antarctic.
So good.
Yeah.
Anyway, like I
watch that movie now.
Jugs and Plugs. I would rather just watch a
Or the clips.
better Godzilla movie.
That too.
Just wait for -1.
Yeah, I need to watch that in black and white.
It's good.
Subscribe to us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Like, share, comment. Don't comment about my sandals though. I'm still wearing them.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Nice knees.
Hey, nice knees, man. Anyway, how would you guys rate this movie? What's your favorite
Monsterverse.
MonsterVerse movie? What would you like to see them do next?
Godzilla X Kong X 1998 Godzilla? No, I'm kidding.
Whoa.
No, the next one's gonna be Godzilla X Kong X Shimu.
Shimu.
Shimu the pet dog.
That was a little ridiculous.
Shimu and Godzilla have a kid. Godzilla Moo.
Because they like cancel each other out. They just birth Anguirus.
It's just a steam. Oh,
it's just Anguirus.
Anguirus. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah.
Join us next time.
Join us next time for All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yay!
Or as John likes to say,
All Dogs
go to hell.
Will this be the sip we've been looking for?
Bye.
Bye.
Let me check something.